White flag in the air this time. Does Turbo have another slider running through 3 and 4? Benji, 1 to go.
Off into turns 1 and 2. Thornton says not going to slide. Hudson closes in on him. Thornton's your leader out of 2 down the back straightaway. Can Turbo get there, DJ?
Ricky Thornton Jr. is going to take the slider line away. We'll see if Turbo has anything up top. He gets a run off corner number 4. A drag race to the line.
Tyler wins. What just happened?
Tyler Erb with a last turn, last lap pass wins the Farmer City 74.
Wow.
My blood's flowing. Just take us through that final corner, final lap. You were setting them up. You tried forever, but got it done on the last hurrah. Hail Mary.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I looked like I was out of shape in my victory lane because I screamed when I got off the car. Like, I wasn't tired. I'm like Kevin Gates. I don't get tired. But I got on the car, and I wasn't like dude, I was pumped. Like, that's not the biggest one I've ever had, but that was like a good race. You know what I mean? And even it started in my heat race. Like, me and Spencer raced 4 bombs back to back to back, never hit one time. Like, you know who you're racing with and you know how to race. And yeah, like, so back to the feature, like 10 to go, Ricky started moving around when I finally got to second, or whenever I got to second. I don't know what point in the race it was. And I felt like I just kept staying under him in 1 and 2. And I was like, man, I need to do something different in 1 and 2. And then I started kind of laying out to try and run his line some, and it wasn't that good. But I don't think he could have ever done in 3 and 4 that quick what I was already doing. So I just got close, and I got clear once and slid him in 1 and 2, and then like getting into 3, I was like, oh shit, and he slid me back. So then I had to kind of get my wits back about me and get wound up. And the problem here is, like, it's not a problem. I mean, it makes for great racing, but like, I could get under his fuel cell leaving 4, but I mean, what do? Do you dump the guy? Like, no, you got to try and move around and pass him. And you know, with 5 to go, he really started changing his line in 3 and 4, and he would like slide himself, or then he'd get tight and push in the top. And, you know, I just full committed. And the last corner, I told myself, I was like, well, what I'm doing in 1 and 2 is not really working. So I like parked in the bottom and then put her on the chip through 3 and 4. And I was like, okay, I need to get in. He turned down just low enough in 3 and 4 where I could get in high without getting tight. And then at the last, I waited till the absolute last second to turn underneath him, and Big Glenn's probably gonna have to put some valve springs on this thing next week. But it was fun, dude. That's fun. That is good racing. You know what I mean? Like, you can't ask for much more than that.
You definitely learned from Bab to wait until the final lap here at Farmer City. He always is making last lap heroics there. How shocked were you though that Ricky Thornton went to the bottom there and kind of drifted all the way up? You were probably licking your chops there.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, if he goes to the top, I'm probably just gonna like butthole him all the way through 3 and 4, and maybe at the last second I can turn off. But he went to the bottom. I was like, oh my God, here's my chance. And I just never cracked it. And you know, it might look easy, but it's not. Like, I kept trying to time to turn underneath him, and it's hard to carry that much speed in and get right to him like in the middle of the corner. So you almost gotta like get him far enough ahead to where you can go through 3 and 4 wide open to turn down like that. So it worked out. Listen, he had a really good car because I couldn't run the top of 1 and 2 to save my life. And you know, I just moved up as fast as I could in 3 and 4. I tried to bide my time for about 10 laps, and, you know, 47 laps went by quick. I think we had 1 caution there, and it was like, they showed me 5 to go, and I was like, holy moly, like, I got to get past this guy. And I didn't know how I was going to do it, but it worked out. It was fun, dude. It was awesome.
How much fun is it to win in the lane of Lincoln and Illinois? I know you started running Summer Nationals when you first kind of went on the scene here. It's always a great time. The crowd was a little buoy, a lot of cheers, though. You always love racing in Illinois and winning here.
Yeah, I mean, like, when I first started racing, I came up here. My dad was like, look, what do you want to do? I was like, well, I think I should go run Summer Nationals. Awful idea at the time, by the way. Like, I didn't have a clue, and I never came here the first year, but I came, like, the next 2 years to the Summer Nationals races, and I was always just amazed. I was like, dude, how do they run this wall like this? Like, I cannot figure it out. Like, I blew out more J-bars and rear ends and shocks, like I've destroyed everything I had trying to get good at that. And honest to God, it's the closest thing to like Greenville, Mississippi's I've ever been. Like, Greenville has a man-made cushion like that, and you got to do it. And to win up here is awesome. They're like, I have a mixed crowd, I would say, but the one thing I do think is they all watch me because they either hate my guts or they're like Team Turbo till the day they die. So I could tell, I was like, I need to cut a shitty here before I go to victory lane. Yeah, you have to cut a shitty out in the dust and like can't see. And then you know, when I got on the route, I don't really yell. I always give them like a TikTok dance or fuck whatever. You know, I try to think of something. And I never at one point in that feature was like, oh, I'm about to win. What am I going to do? Like, believe it or not, I think people think about it. I do anyways. And I was like, I'm just going to scream and holler. And I did. And then like when they would boo, the louder I would yell, like the cheering side would scream for me. So it was awesome, dude. That was intense. Like legit. Hold on. I got to thank my sponsors. Ask me one more time.
Thank your sponsors.
Got to thank Eric and Kelly Brock, best performance. First Class Septic. My buddy Steven Roberts said he's going to double whatever I win this week too. So we're at 30 grand already. So if we win tomorrow, 30 plus 60, we're at 90, and then might still get the Speedweek's points if we can pull a rabbit out.
You might get to $1 million without even winning the $1 million.
Yeah, so Steven's got to come through clutch on that. M&W Transport, CCT, Midwest Sheet Metal, Chris Davis, Little Brian, DJ, Integra Kaiser. I mean, no matter what I do, stupid or dumb, they always help me out. Got to thank Big Daddy. He told me yesterday, he said, you're a rocket guy. You're going to be a rocket guy. And he was right. So maybe he'll let me sleep in my bed tomorrow. But that's it. Everybody helps me. I appreciate it. And see you at Fairbury.
Ricky, I don't like doing these interviews. I don't like the Heartbreak Hotel. Had a great race car. Turbo was climbing and catching. Final lap there. What would you have done differently? Maybe take a different line going in 3 and 4?
I don't know. The problem was, if I don't protect the slider, he slides me, he wins, because I probably wouldn't be able to turn under him. But I don't know, after watching the replay, I didn't realize I had as much of a gap as I did. Had I known that, I just would have ran my normal line. I don't think he would have been able to really slide me. But I don't know. We had a really good speed all night. I'm happy with it. Sucks that we lost by, I don't even know how much.
Yeah, you thought that you won from your spot.
Yeah, I thought I won. So that's why I was like, well, let's see where transponders are and all that. But they said the transponders weren't working, so they just went off the video, I guess. But I don't know. A lot of momentum going to Fairbury. I feel like we junked her in last night, junked a couple noses. Really just sucked, honestly. So it's nice to know this car's back together. It's really good. We're going to beat the boards down tomorrow.
There was a couple times there, Turbo in 1 and 2 could have went a little harder on his slide jobs. You said in victory lane he raced you clean. If it was Turbo maybe 3 or 4 years ago, it could have been a different story.
Yeah, for sure. That, or if I'd have been someone else, it probably would have been. But no, he ran me super clean. The one time he slid me, I ran into him. I didn't know he was going to slide me, and I just kind of turned down and tried the middle, and we made a little contact, but I mean, nothing. It was just racing deal. Like I said, he ran me super clean. I tried to run him as super clean as I could, and just didn't work out.
How fun was it, though, you two just battling out up front?
Oh, it was a blast. Whether it was him or HUD, I knew they were going to run super hard. So there at the beginning, me and HUD ran side by side for it felt like 20 laps. So he ran me super clean too. Just I'm excited. We've gotten this car a lot better, and I think we're just getting better and better.
How rewarding is it? Because the first 2 nights were pretty much hell. Hot temperatures, just bad luck for you.
Yeah, no, today was hot, but you weren't sweating your butt off. Yeah. So I don't know. We got a lot of momentum, I think, moving forward. So we'll see how tomorrow goes.
Good job, Stud.
Thank you.